What's up, Peoria? What's happening? Peoria and everywhere else in between, man. Social media in general. You know what I mean? Y'all could have been scrolling anywhere. Y'all could have been scrolling Twitter. Y'all could have been scrolling Instagram. Y'all could be looking at Reels. But y'all here on Rap Politics with Peoria Journal Star, man. I appreciate that. And of course, we are brought to you by Sherman's, where they carry the best in furniture, mattresses, and appliances. And they hiring. Now, I keep telling y'all this for weeks, man. I don't know how much longer this is going to last. But they don't care if you went to college or not. They don't care if you graduated or not. They don't even care if you did a couple classes at the JUCO, man. You can get on ShermansCareers.com to check out the openings and apply online. And they promoting people within. I might just bring in somebody from Sherman's directly to just put y'all on game. Like, just to put y'all on game. But look, they hiring. Want to go ahead and grab it. We got a good show for y'all today because we got somebody that's young, black, and in tech. And I just love those three things because black people don't think about tech. We think about, you know what I'm saying, other stuff. But, you know, black people are in tech. And they doing anything. We got somebody here that is a perfect example, so I can't wait to bring him up. But one of the things we've been following for the last couple weeks that I want to get into before we bring Stephon on is the whole Kyrie situation. Like, I don't know why I'm so interested in this, other than the fact that I'm interested in NBA, but I really want to see how this plays out. Because they're already the favorites to win the entire thing. If it wasn't for, you know, injuries and little knick-knack stuff last year, they'd have been a shoo-in on the finals. And I know the Bron fans like, no, he wouldn't have. No, they would have went to the finals. They might have won the whole thing. But this time around, it's looking different because of the whole vaccine situation. He was just going to do half the season, but now he's been thrown out for the entire season until he at least gets one shot. Now, Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, has gone on record, according to ESPN, as of today and said that this is not a league issue. This is a NBA Players Association issue. This is a New York City issue. This is a Brooklyn Nets issue. He said, look, either way, whatever the players organization decides, the player association decides, he good with. But he did say he would rather see everybody vaccinated. But we do know that not everybody is vaccinated in the NBA. Kyrie, the lone person on the Nets that has not been vaccinated just yet. But he doesn't get to play. However, if you go just a couple hours south to DC, Bradley Beal is not vaccinated either, but he still gets to play. And that's where the whole dilemma comes in at. And I think Kyrie's just going to wait it out and just see if anything changes. But New York City, LA, and again, I've said this last week, I think the Bay Area, they're requiring vaccination cards to not only hoop. This ain't just a recreation situation. This is restaurants. This is bars. This is gym memberships and things like that. It's a requirement that you get vaccinated. However, though that Kyrie needs to be vaccinated in order to hoop, visiting teams are not required to be vaccinated. So even though Kyrie has to get at least one shot before he can rejoin the Nets, when Bradley Beal or any other team that has an individual that is not vaccinated comes to Brooklyn or comes to New York in general to play against the Knicks or the Nets, they do not have to be vaccinated. So I'm interested to see what happens and how long Kyrie is going to hold out. He's already foregone an extension for right now that it was going to be, I think, 4 years. And don't quote me, I think it was like 187 million, big bag. But at this point, he said, look, I don't even care. This is about me and what I feel like doing. And I just don't want to take it. And they ain't pushing him, but the Nets said they will move on unless he gets it changed up. So we're going to keep following that story, man, and just see where that goes. And I know I got some people that fell up in here. Karen was good. Alexis, you out in New York. You know what the business is out in New York. You already know what's going. And so look, this is what we're going to get into, man. We got somebody who is young, black, and in tech. Dude doing his thing with the mobile app situations. A lot of people have been talking about apps ever since the App Store blew up with Apple years ago. He's actually on the Apple website. I'm going to show y'all that graphic. Man, I'm going to show y'all right now, man. Look. Dude is on the Apple website. I looked at it earlier. The Apple website. The Apple site. You know what I'm talking about? Doing his thing all the way from the P down at Clark, Atlanta. And I'm just going to bring him on. Y'all put y'all little likes together. You know what I'm saying? Tap the likes, tap the loves. You know what I'm talking about? And I want to bring to the screen, man, Stephon Greenlee. Stephon was good.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's going on?
Long time coming, man. Been watching you for a little bit, man. How's everything?
Everything's going good. I can't complain, man. Happy to be here.
Most deaf. And you got your brothers in the background. Do they help you with the app and things like that, or what?
These are my co-founders right here. Y'all can introduce yourself.
My name is Denzel. I'm from Las Vegas. I am president of Grumer.
My name is Donald. I'm from Chicago. I'm VP of Grumer.
So we got Chicago, Peoria, and where you from?
Las Vegas.
Chicago, Peoria, and Vegas in the house. Okay, dope. So we're gonna try to holler at everybody, and especially Stephon, because he's from the town. So what is Grumer?
So Grumer is the first ever mobile grooming delivery app. And what you can do is get barbers, nail techs, hair, makeup artists, any type of grooming service stylist comes right to your doorsteps, whether it's your house, your place of business, work on break, the mall, anywhere you need them to come on the go, quick. They come within 25 minutes and do the service and go on about their day.
And that lets you go about your day as well too,
Exactly.
as a customer. So it's almost like a barbershop DoorDash almost, or like a Uber.
Exactly what it is. Yes, sir.
So and it's interesting that you pointed that out, because I went on the site. I was like, man, look, if I want, obviously ain't nobody came to me and I ain't came to nobody. Obviously, right? But I jumped on the app just to see what it looked like. And the interesting thing to me was that, and this is what I almost said when we was making the graphic. I was talking to my graphic designer, and shout out Taryn Dior. But I was like, man, it's a barbershop app. And she's like, okay, but we wrote barbershop app, and I was like, no, it's grooming app. Let's go with grooming, right? And so then I jumped on the app after we made it, and I noticed, like you mentioned, it's not just haircuts, which I thought it was. This is cuts for your dog. This is waxes for women. This is tattoos. This is what else I say on here. It's a whole bunch of different services that I think go beyond what's even marketed. It's massages, it's makeup, it's lashes. What made y'all incorporate all this stuff in here as well?
Because we didn't want it to just be known as a barber app, or we didn't want it to be that close. Then we wanted to provide a service that everybody needs, and we figured with how big grooming is, the industry is booming right now, especially with the quarantine, COVID. We figured this is the perfect industry to get into. We want to serve women, and we also want to serve men, and we want to serve them where these services are so fast paced, they need them, so that's why we came up with the idea to add all those services.
Now, how'd you come up with this, or how did y'all come up with this? Sometimes there's a need and y'all need something, and then what y'all need is not there, and that's where a lot of stuff comes up from. Where did y'all come up with Grumer from? So
I always felt like, grooming, I always wanted to get into tech. I felt like there wasn't enough people that looked like us in the tech industry, and I always said, whenever I get that right idea, whatever idea that is, that it just be the perfect idea, I said, I'm gonna get into tech. And I came up with the idea because I was tired of going into barbershops, waiting long times, hearing women talk about how they have a hair appointment and it just randomly gets canceled, right before they're supposed to go. So I figured like we need to make an app like Uber and DoorDash, but for the grooming industry. We came together, we all had the same issue. So we said, let's fix this problem and create an app.
And I read on, I think it was YR.com, they had an article on you guys, and it said that one of the things was y'all was frustrated, and you being from the town, I've always said Peoria, and no diss to Vegas, no diss to Chicago, but I've always felt like Peoria got the best barbers in the world. Like I just always, like, for real, because I've lived in a lot of cities, visited a lot of cities, and you being from the town, you used to getting right ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Got the ashy lining. We do it the ashy lining. You used to get right ASAP. And then you go down to the A, like, bruh, everything I thought was going to be better.
Exactly. That's like, exactly what happened.
Where's T.I. going? Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
But so y'all got frustrated with the quality of phase y'all was getting down there.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why we also incorporated on our app the feature where you can look at the groomer, whether it's a barber, nail tech, and when you tap their profile, you see all their previous work. So then that prevents you from going and getting a bad cut because you see only the best of the best. And also, we have something in place to where before you can sign up and be fully signed up on the app, we have to confirm your account. So you can sign up, but we get to look at the pictures and be like, okay, this isn't the right barber for Grumer because we only want high quality. So then we can decline and send them a nice email that says, sorry, at the time, Grumer is going in a different direction. But if the barber or nail tech's work is up to par, we send them an email, tell them, congratulations, you've been approved as one of the first groomers on the app, and you get to get started making money on your own terms.
Dope. That's nice. And it's dope that not anybody can sign up, because a lot of these, even if you're talking about Uber, like I know people that have driven Uber, and like if you got an L, if you got L's, you straight. It don't matter if you've been in 9 accidents. We ain't worried about that. But y'all took the time out to make sure that, look, if you come to Grumer app, you definitely gonna be taken care of, because we only got the flicky instead of flicky.
Because it's about safety. We don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I might go on Grumer and get a bad cut, or I might go on Grumer and we have a crazy groomer, So we make sure the top tier safety is always the number one priority.
Most definitely. And that they ain't pushing your linings back. That's the main thing. You can mess up the fade, but just don't put, I'm saying? Just we got to stay right here.
Exactly.
And it's funny when I read that on the YR, because it said, man, y'all had too many bad cuts. And I used to live in Atlanta, and man, I had one good experience. The rest of them, I was down at LA. It was next to LA Fitness on Camp Creek. And there was a barbershop right there, and I just walked in randomly. Dude had me right. Really thought I was in Peoria. Dude had me right? 2 weeks later, he ain't here no more. He quit. He went to another shop. But then this dude off in the cut, I got you.
Right.
Like, I got. All right, man. Let me see what's good. First dude did decent. This the same barbershop. Man, look. When I tell you I walked out of there with 3-4 different lengths of hair around my head, it was like, where was Grumer? Where was y'all at? It was bad.
We needed it.
Man, and another place out north is just same situation. That's how I got here. I ain't gonna that I got here. Ain't went back. Hey, so I got the app, so we good. So talk about the production of all of this, because a lot of people want to do apps, and I've talked to different people in tech, and it's a lot of stuff that goes into concept to actual creation to where you're scrolling through an app. Talk about the biggest challenge you guys ran into and try to bring this thing to fruition.
The biggest challenge was actually getting the app developed, So a big issue that we see with a lot of apps is, they might launch, but the quality might not be up there. And we always made it our number one goal. We won't choose an app developer until we know that they have the quality where our apps look just like the best of the best. We want people to go on the app and feel like they're on an Instacart, feel like they're on an Uber, feel like they're on a DoorDash, not always glitch, not always, elementary design. So that was the hardest part. We finally found an app development team to do it right. Black owned, by the way, which is great, and we made it happen. So, a Black owned tech app when only 1% of tech companies are Black owned. And then we had a Black owned development team, so it's just a historical thing altogether.
How long did that take from, trying to wiggle through all the people that, I got it, I can do it, just like the barbers. I can cut you, It's like, then you got to find that barber. How long did it take y'all to find that developer?
It was a long process, 2 months just to find the right one. And then once you find the right ones, we had 3 candidates, and we had to limit it, look at their work, and then look at, all of the things, the contract, make sure they're not trying to finagle us or doof us, so we had to look at everything, and then we finally said, okay, this is the one. They're the perfect tech company to do it, and we went with it. The development process, it was from August 2019 up until this month. It finally was perfectly done.
About 2 months.
Yep, it was finally perfectly done. 2019, from August 2019 to now.
Oh, okay.
And then when we was ready to go, perfect, we said, there we go, it's ready. Because a lot of people was like, when the app coming? We had built up a lot of hype. Yeah. And, I felt like some people felt like, they just wasted, but it was a long process just to get it perfect to where now y'all can use it and love y'all experience.
So wait, let me get this straight. And I'll ask these questions for the folks that want to get into tech, because there's not a lot of black people in tech, but I do believe there's a lot of black people that want to get into tech, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you got 2 months just to find somebody that's halfway decent. You know what I mean? And then from there, it's a 2-year process to get it from concept to phone.
Yes. But that's not always going to be the thing. It took long for us because the app is so intricate and like so in depth with so many features, but they have the company that we use, the app kit. You can .co.uk if you want to get an app developed. We definitely say they perfect. But ours is so intricate, that's what took the longest. But they have apps that they finish in 2 months, 1 month, and get it done, but ours was so, intricate. We had to make sure it was perfect. We didn't want to just give y'all something just to give y'all something.
Yeah.
Dope. That's crazy. That's a crazy concept. So I got on there, and currently y'all in Atlanta. What all cities are you guys in right now?
So every day it's like we get a new city. So right now we have groomers in Atlanta, we have groomers in Texas, we have groomers in Los Angeles, Bronx, New York City, and Virginia. It's all around, and then we also have people in Africa and the UK that's trying to get on the app. So it's expanding very fast. Oh, in New Zealand, someone from New Zealand. That was when I seen that blew my mind. So
that's all dope. That's dope. And you virtually you can say around the world. But the three locations I didn't hear is Peoria, Vegas, and Chicago.
Actually, we do have some in Chicago, and I was gonna take this week, the next 2 weeks to get like it very intricate into Peoria. But right now we was focused on people who they were coming to us. This is where most of the groomers who came to us were from, mainly Atlanta, probably because we're here. Atlanta and LA were like our top 2 where the most groomers came to us from.
Okay. Now I know there's been some talk about it here in Peoria. Obviously, we got people right now on the comment box talking about it. But I want to talk to y'all in the back real quick. Vegas and Chicago. What's been the feedback y'all been receiving from developing this app?
The feedback I've been receiving the app, everybody's excited. Everybody wants to use the app, especially in a city like Vegas. Everybody's always looking for a barber to come and deliver their haircut to their house. Because, in Vegas, there's a lot of tourists in town and stuff like that. You know what I mean? These tourists doesn't know where to get their hair done or their nails done if they're on the strip or about the party. You know what I mean? I feel like Grumer would be perfect for, to the tourists in the city to, where to get their hair cut or, nails done, stuff like that.
And actually, completely forgot. We actually did have like how many new groomers today from Vegas? Like 5. So it's in Vegas too. And we had 2 today who joined. A makeup artist and hair. I just forgot their names, but yeah.
That's hard.
We're coming to STL too. I seen the comment. We're definitely coming to St. Louis.
And you, bro, the Chicago. What's been the feedback in Chicago?
Oh, it's been crazy. It's like been crazier than I imagined. I get calls all the time from home. Like, I downloaded the app. Let's get some people out because Chicago is big. It's a big city, so it's like it's hard to reach every part of it. So it's like that's what I've been focused on. That's been my task, focusing on reaching out to even the western suburbs. Everywhere, reaching everybody we can. Getting everybody the best service in the city.
What's been the most exciting in this process? I'm gonna get to Rose here in a second. I'm gonna get right. Hey, look, I gotta talk about Rose.
I ain't even gonna click that. I'm gonna say something else.
You know what I'm saying? We get there. But from just the incubation stage and just coming up for really all 3 of y'all, what's been the most exciting part about this process?
Man, I say the process, it was a lot of struggle just getting to this point. In the beginning, we didn't know if we would even have the resources to make it happen. We was working, we had jobs, DoorDash, and, we was doing everything to get the money to pay for the app development. Then we found the investors. We found a great team of investors, majority Black owned, which is not normal. and we made it work with them, and then it was like a big blessing, shout out to them. I don't know if they want to be named, so I won't name them, but shout out to the great team of investors that come from the same circumstances that I come from and seeing the vision to make this the biggest Black-owned app. And they seen the vision before it started and got on board, and that helped us too,
Yeah.
So just, I say, seeing how far we came is the best part. It's amazing because when I announced the app, I didn't expect any of the reception we got. I expected, maybe 200 likes on Facebook, Instagram. But then when I seen it was getting 500, 600, 700, 800, famous people contacted me about the app. It was like, it was amazing. It shows you, I don't know everybody religion. I don't want to force religion on everybody, but it really showed me just how great God can be if you put your work in, put your vision in, and just keep striving and going.
Yeah. Same with Steph. I was excited to see how much people actually, wanted to use the app first off the bat. As soon as we launched, we got a lot of notoriety from a lot of people on campus, even the people we didn't know. It was like, oh, y'all doing good, and people that we didn't even know would come up to us and be like, yo, like, y'all created the app, like, that's so amazing. Like, I always been wanting to do, like, I actually like looking up to y'all, inspired me. Like, so the most exciting thing was actually like inspiring somebody, that anybody could do it, even if you look like me, you look like us, basically.
Yeah, because every day, like, we on campus and people will come up to us, y'all I wear the shirt, they'd be like, y'all the ones with the app. Oh, that's so amazing, and it'd be crazy. It'd be like, wow, like people really know us even just off the app, that's how big. And I had somebody tell me, like, I was thinking about, leaving college, and then, seeing how y'all doing made me stay at Clark, so that was like, what? Like, so it's just the whole process. It was amazing, man. And it's still going to this day,
And for me, I say, like how they said, like the feedback that we get from people in school, DMs we get, it's like we really inspired a lot of people to go out and want to do apps, get into tech. And it's like us, we started from a notebook. Like, now that we actually have this app after 2 years of hard work, it's just like it's finally paying off, and we seeing the benefits of it because we worked hard. We stayed at it during quarantine because we was actually split up. So us just staying at it and staying focused, it's paying off.
Yeah, we made most of this work from separate cities. I was in Atlanta, he was in Chicago, and he was in Vegas. So most of the groundwork, we did it virtual until this August.
And that's what's up. And being able to inspire others, and I'm always big on, it's not about what you got going on for yourself. It's what you're going to inspire others to do on their journey to wherever they got to go to, man. So, hey, drink champs, man. Drink champs.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man.
So look, you keep talking about campus. We were talking about Clark earlier. Y'all on the verge of what could possibly turn into $1 million situation, multi-million-dollar situation. Are y'all still students?
Yes, sir. That's the goal.
It's getting busy though, but yeah, we still students until situations take us away from that.
My number one goal is to get this degree.
We all the first, so you feel me? Got
first generation, so I'm gonna stick to it for sure.
For sure.
It's like Future said, it's getting technical.
Very astronomical.
So I want to know from off of y'all, what are y'all majoring in? What did y'all go to school to do? What did y'all think y'all would be doing right now?
My major is business management. I came to college to expand my business, but I have a clothing line which is called Paragandhi Apparel. So I came to campus to grow my clothing line, but then I found my fellow my fellow friends, and we decided to create something bigger than that. Create something bigger, which is Grumer. So I basically just came to Clark Atlanta to grow and find like-minded people like myself and grow.
Me, I'm doing everything I expected to do for real. Actually, no, I didn't expect it to be this good. God overblessed me, but I'm a business major, but I'm a double major. So I'm in management and marketing, but I'm also on the pre-law track. My goal was to go to law school, to be a business and entertainment lawyer. But when I came to Atlanta, I always knew, Peoria is a great city, but we all know, like, number 2 ranked worst cities for African Americans. There's not a lot of opportunity. So my goal was to leave and succeed so then I could come back to the city and change that, and these were just the steps. My goal is to become a mogul, real estate, tech, entertainment. I got a platform called Culture Central on Instagram with over 140,000 followers. We just hit that actually, so I'm doing everything I expected to do, and I'm just excited to see where else it goes for real, God's plan.
And I came to college. I'm a computer science major. I actually came to school to
There the computer's at. Okay.
apps, make video games stuff. I enjoy doing, and I can help people build apps and stuff like that.
Now, is this available on? I only got Apple, but is this an Apple and Android app currently?
Yep.
Okay.
Google Play and Apple. Whoever wants it, any device, you can get it.
Okay, cool. Now, y'all in Atlanta. Ross got one of the biggest houses in Atlanta. I saw you got to pull up on him within the last month or so like that.
Yep.
What was that experience like, and how did you connect to Rose?
I think he on here. Shout out to my homie NY Carter. So NY Carter, I've been knowing him for a long time. He's a rapper. He has a clothing line called God Body. And he met Ross and told Ross about Grumer that Friday. By that Saturday, I was invited to his house. And the whole Ross. He knew Ross. I didn't.
Okay.
So he was with Ross, and they told I got invited to his house to talk to him about the app. And because they said he liked the idea, so when I heard it, like Ross liked the app, he think it's dope. I was like, he just, people just be talking. Yeah. So then they sent me the address early Saturday morning, like 7:00. They sent me the address. I Googled it. I said, oh, this really his house. So I'm driving, but my hopes, I was like, man, I'm gonna get to the gate. They gonna be like, I'm gonna get to the gate. They gonna be like, oh, we're not expecting a Stephon Greenlee, So I'm driving. I had high hopes, but at the same time, I was like, we'll see. So I get there, I get to the gate. They're like, what's your name? I said, Stephon Greenlee. And he said, okay, cool. He opened the gate. And when that happened, that's when I was like, oh my God, what is going on? This is crazy. So I'm driving, he got the big yard, I'm just looking, I'm in awe because I've never been in nothing this big, and it's just like beautiful landscape, waterfalls, just so much, so I was like, man, this is crazy, so I get to his house, and there was other entrepreneurs there, like the founders of Shiba, the cryptocurrency. Okay. They were there. I met him, and I'm gonna tell this story until whenever it's over. I was in his backyard with him, and we was just looking at the pool because he got a big pool. He was in the backyard, and we was talking about the app. And the whole time I'm like, it felt like a movie. I'm like, I'm really at Rick Ross' house in his backyard, talking about my app and how he see the vision of it, and the whole time, I was talking to him, but I was in awe. I'm like, this is something you can't even imagine in a movie. What? This is some movie type stuff, and then I met the founders of the Shiba crypto, and they were telling me how they would like to be the first crypto accepted on the app, so it was two big opportunities in one day, and I say this all the time, that wasn't nothing but God, in my opinion, and even if nothing, some things are in the works, but if even nothing comes from it, it's just still amazing to see and hear Rick Ross say, yeah, that's going global, young, that's the one, y'all going global, even if none come from it, after, that's something that shows we headed in the right direction, no matter what.
That's crazy. That's cool. No. That's cool. That's cool. Sure. Is there anything that you want to share, maybe some of the biggest piece of advice that he gave you while you was out there?
Well, the biggest advice that I got, everything was serving, serving people, that's something that I've been heavy on. It's don't always for the first thing look at how people can serve you. Look how you can serve them. Look how you can help them. like in friendship, business, anything, don't make it a habit to always look at how people can help you first before you look at how you can help them. Everything you should do should be beneficial to both sides. Like instead of coming to a person you look up to like, hey, I need you for this, and like it will really help me if you help, instead be like, hey, this is how I can benefit you. This is how we can benefit each other. Let's do it. So that was the biggest lesson I learned. Also, talking to a sister, the biggest thing I learned was like, she said like he was just where you was at. Like people think it just happened overnight. She was like, he was up all night working too. It was days when he was struggling, didn't know how he would make it. He was just like y'all, and for her to say that, it was like, because, it's her brother. She's seen the whole process. And for her to say at one point, he was just like you, he was just grinding, trying to figure out a way. And look where he at now, and I'm looking around the mansion like that really was more powerful than anything, just for her to say like he was where y'all was at. So it's not impossible. You see the big mansion, you think, man, that ain't nothing. It is, no matter the age. You see how old he got it, recently, so it's all about just staying true, working hard, putting the work in, 10,000 hours, just grinding, and the success gonna come. God gonna bless you. You reap what you sow.
What's the ultimate goal for you guys when you think about Grumer? When you think about the trajectory of where this could go, what's the ultimate goal for y'all?
The ultimate goal for me is to build the biggest Black-owned tech app ever, and I want it to be up there with the Ubers, DoorDashes. I want it to be up there with the biggest apps in the world. Amazon, everything. I feel like there's no limit. I feel like it's no doubt. It's a need. The grooming industry is huge. We're not trying to be small. We're trying to be huge with it, And then after that, this isn't the only app we got. We got 3 apps scheduled right now that's going to be bigger than Grumer, So this is just a stepping stone for us to get there, So we want to be known as up there with Jeff Bezos. We want young people like the youngins from my city watching right now to see they can do it too. Like, we don't just got to do what they tell us. We can do tech and be huge at it, be great. Black men, we can be great. Black women, we can be great and do anything we set our mind to, any industry. It's not just rap, basketball, which is great, but that's not all we can do. We can do everything. So that's the biggest goal, to be an inspiration, especially to the young ones, because they the future, and I feel like that's not something I had a lot of growing up. Like, in this like city like Peoria, we don't see as many. I never seen nobody that looked like me drop an app, so that's my goal. We want to make it the biggest, and then take over the world and other industries too.
You said it just like we said, almost like the music. Drop an app, like drop a mixtape.
Exactly. That's how we want to reach the people.
Dope. So look, hey, y'all tap y'all like and love buttons on your phone, on your lives. If you're on your phones right now, man, tap those, man, for all the wisdom and all the story time and the just advice and just the experience for these 3 young men, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the lightning round real quick before we close out. And the lightning round is, I don't know if you've seen any previous segments right here on Pure Journal Star, but the lightning round is rapid fire questions, rapid fire answers. I can't juggle 3, so we're gonna go with Steph on this one. Okay. But it's gonna be rapid fire questions, rapid fire answers. First thing that comes to your mind, and we are going to set the clock at 1:50. Hold on, I got my Grumer. Hold on. Let me close it.
Download Grumer.
Yes, download Grumer. Okay, look, we're gonna all right. So rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to your mind, and then we gonna go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Make sure this on. Hold on. Boom. All right, you got 1:50. What entrepreneur or businessman do you admire the most, or businesswoman?
Jay-Z.
When I say who got the freshest fade as a celeb, who comes to mind first? Who got
Jalen Rose?
Jalen, hey, that's a good one. Do you got any Bitcoin?
Yes.
Does Kyrie play for the Nets this year?
No.
500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z?
500,000. I get to the Jay-Z meeting from that.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Cat Williams. That's the greatest.
That's the GOAT. Okay. Five favorite rappers. Top 5 favorites.
G Herbo, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I'm forgetting some. Oh, Tupac Nas. Tupac number one. Tupac number one.
Okay. Who's your biggest inspiration?
Biggest inspiration. I don't know. I don't got one. I got a lot. I have so many inspirations from family to my pops to my mom. So I can't even choose one for real.
If you weren't chasing your dream right now, building the app, what would you be doing?
I can't even imagine.
Jordans or Yeezys?
Jordans or Yeezys? Jordans.
Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron.
Favorite NBA team?
Bulls, always.
Bentley or Lamb?
Bentley.
Louis V or Gucci?
Louis.
What's the biggest item you ever bought?
Car.
Fair enough. Cold water or temperature water?
Temperate. No, cold.
Cold. Drums or flats on your wings?
Flats, always.
And do grits take salt or sugar?
Sugar.
My man. You in the South. Okay. We in the South. Real quick before we wrap up. Oh man. Look. Oh man. I'm up here thinking about the app. Look, that's brought to you by Illinois American Water.
Hey, shout out Illinois American Water.
Shout out Illinois American Water, man. I might just leave this up. Leave it up. People ask me who got the best water. It ain't Fiji. It definitely ain't Dasani. It's, of course, Illinois American Water. And they are sponsors of the Lightning Round. So big, huge shout out to them. But real quick before we head out, what advice would you want to give to anybody in tech? All three of y'all. What advice would y'all give people that are young coming up, watching y'all and want to get in tech?
I'll start with y'all.
Okay. Advice is that anything is possible. You got to stay dedicated and trust the process. Never lose hope that something that's going to go correctly, because everything's going to come together at the end. So always stay focused, always stay grounded, always stay positive to get your idea through the door.
For me, I'll just say stay focused and make sure you got your whole heart into whatever you're doing. Like, fully dedicate yourself to it. Don't ever let nobody tell you, "Oh, this ain't gonna work," because you never know. Like, it might not be the time right now, but the next 5 to 10 years, it might be the biggest thing in the world.
My advice, I tell people, mine is more in depth. I say every vision you have, every dream you have was given to you by God. So therefore, put the work in and trust it's gonna work. It's been nights where I didn't cry, like, how is this gonna work? I don't know what's gonna happen, and you just got to come back out to the world, like nothing ever happened. It's been a deep struggle, but through it all, it ended up getting us to this point. It was a way out of no way. The first issue, I didn't know if we were going to have the resources to even get the app made. We always thought, dang, apps cost $10,000, $20,000. How are we going to get this money? Yeah. God made a way for that. Then it was like, well, how are we going to get people to even see the vision of the app? Next thing you know, it went viral on Instagram and Twitter. God made a way for that, So I just say every vision you have is because it's meant to be done by you. So don't let anybody sidetrack you. Don't let anybody down your dream, even if they don't believe, because there's people who didn't believe in that idea of Grumer, and now they're telling me how proud they are of Grumer succeed. So don't let naysayers distract you and make you feel down. Chase every goal, and it's gonna happen. Just keep work. Make sure you're doing the work. That's the number one thing. Make sure you're doing the work. Make sure your circle right, because this wouldn't have been able to be done without them, without my mom, without my dad, without God, without the right circle. So just make sure y'all got the right circle by you.
Cool. And how do people get in touch with y'all? Obviously, we want people to download the Grumer app, but how do people get in touch with y'all?
For sure. So the first thing, Grumer, download the Grumer app. We'll contact you. Second, on Instagram is at Grumer Inc. _ GRUMERINC _ Grumer Inc. _ On Instagram, you can follow me. On Facebook, you can add me at Stephon J. Greenlee. On Instagram, you can add me at Stephon G. _309, and then I'll let them tell how you can add them.
Go ahead.
On Facebook, you can add me, Denzel Tillman. On Instagram, it is MVP. No. It's Mr. Paragandhi. My fault. I changed my username. So Instagram is Mr. Paragandhi and Facebook is Denzel Tillman.
You can add me on Instagram at T2G_Don, T2G_DON.
And then also, if you want to follow the future, next Black-owned $1 billion network, go on Instagram and follow us at Culture Central _ Culture Central _
Y'all got a lot going on, man. Y'all got a lot going on. And I know y'all got to study something tonight, man. So I appreciate y'all coming
homework,
on.
2 assignments.
11:59.
Due at 12.
Oh, 2 assignments due at 12. And hey, somebody said 11:59. It really do be that 11:59 too, dog. You really do. It really do. You just see it. Do you got that circle, baby? You're right. Yeah. But no, congratulations to y'all 3 brothers, man. Proud of what y'all got going on. That's super uber dope, especially somebody who picky about their hairline and picky about their fade. So this is amazing what y'all doing. Best of luck to y'all in the future and keep climbing.
Hey, man, first off, I want to say appreciate you for putting us on this platform, creating this platform, because this is what it's all about. We need people to show the positivity in the community and not the negativity. So for you to be doing that on publications such as Journal Star, who the whole city follows and is behind, that's huge. So I appreciate you more than you appreciate us, and you keep doing what you're doing.
Already, bro. Already, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be easy, man. Hey, 11:59, man. Get it done.
For sure. Appreciate you. Salute.
Appreciate it.
Already. Hey, man, cool young brothers, man. That was uber dope. Well, Uber's an app. I'm gonna say Grumer dope, man. Definitely doing their thing. And again, download the Grumer app. Y'all can check all that stuff out. And of course, we're brought to you by Sherman's, where they carry the best in furniture, mattresses, and appliances. But if you need a job, they got you on that too. You got to go to shermanscareers.com and check out their openings online. Now, first of all, big shout out again to Illinois American Water, of course. We got a good show coming up for y'all on Thursday. Y'all remember 2 weeks ago we had the Facebook outage and we couldn't do it. Well, we gonna run it back this Thursday. David Booth, NBA Vice President of Basketball Operations, he is gonna be on RapPolitics this coming Thursday. Y'all don't want to miss that. I don't even want to miss that. I'm gonna be there. So make sure y'all set your calendars, set your Facebook reminders, whatever you got to set your alarms, whatever, because that's going to be a heck of a conversation. Y'all can bring y'all questions for that as well, too. I'm looking forward to it. Anything y'all want to bring up on that, man, definitely pull up for that. So that's this Thursday, 7 p.m. In the meantime, you can watch this interview and others, Peoria Journal Star. That's pjstar.com. Make sure y'all subscribe and follow what's going on in the city. Until Thursday, man, appreciate y'all.